Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel.
We are the Young Urban Women from Africa to Kun, South Africa.
Every week, we'll be discussing issues that affect young women in our communities.
Issues such as decent work, unpaid care work, and sexual reproductive health and rights.
This is where we aspire
to inspire and never expire. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button below.
Like, share, leave a comment, and stay tuned.
Hello viewers at home, welcome to the Young Urban Women Couch. My name is Andiswa.
And my name is Indipile Sotomela and will be your host for today.
Today we'll be talking about gender-based violence, which is an exhaustive epidemic in South Africa.
Every day as a woman in South Africa, you are scared for your life because you do not know if you might be next in line.
Today we have Warrant Officer Philander from Fulani Police Station. Welcome, sir.
14% of rape perpetrators are convicted in South Africa. 1 in 9 women actually go forward and report cases of gender-based violence. As you can see that these are really low numbers. These are really worrying because this really shows that a lot of women are not coming in the forefront and reporting cases of gender-based violence. So as a policeman, why do you think all of this is happening, women not coming in the forefront and reporting cases of gender-based violence and also assault?
Okay, from my understanding, and when it comes to the reporting as well as when it comes to the justice system, there's a chain reaction from police to justice and so forth. But all boils down to evidence. Our communities, or the broader community where I am, our main purpose is to educate them regarding their rights. A lot of our community members are not being properly informed. Let me put it this way, properly informed of their rights, reporting. And also, like I said, in this environment that I'm working in, when it comes to our cultures, culture plays a really important role. And some of our female people or ladies, they usually don't report because of culture and because of their belief system. So we inform or train our own members even. This is a process that we are busy with. How can we penetrate that kind of people who is not educated when it comes to reporting crimes, that is influenced by their culture? Coming to the justice system, we can only do as much as we can as a police, because people report cases, then it comes to investigation, if all the evidences are there. So during the process of investigation or during the court process, some of these cases are being withdrawn, maybe because of a lack of evidence, or the complainant, the victims, and the family members, they have been influenced by them, they withdraw the cases. Or if, like I said, if there's not enough evidence, the court will postpone or withdraw the case. And that is the unfortunate part. But the focus is education.
So during the process of reporting a case, so what are the type of rights and also the protection that you provide for the survivor during the reporting process?
There is rights for our victims. The unfortunate part, when I say the unfortunate part, is you cannot determine that, yes, tomorrow I will be a victim of, for example, an assault or a rape and so forth. So the victim is not properly informed because this was not part of his, hey, tomorrow I will be a victim. So what happened there's a thing like stigma also. A lot of people come with stigma to the police station because of other information they received, because of other victims' past experience. So this is what we've picked up. 2 things. Victim come with a stigma and okay, maybe they will not. Coming to the police station, our own police members at times are at fault. I need to say that. Yes. Not all. So what happened is our members, they must be sensitive towards our clients. We call it our clients, our victims, because secondary trauma is very, our members, some of them cause secondary, what you call it now, trauma for our victims. That is why we take them to a certain, in Fulani police station, which is now next to the Blue Dance Court, we take them to a separate office where our victim support volunteers listen to their case, or a police officer. All depends on the type of case that is being reported, to make them comfortable. If it comes to a criminal case, all depends on the age and what happened. We will then determine, okay, this is a case for the local police detective or the child protection unit. But with all these processes in place, we need our trauma counselors at hand all the time, because this is like I said, trauma, and this is an embarrassment for the victim. If it is a rape, all depends who is the perpetrator also. So the stigma, that is one that we need to work on. But the unfortunate part is, a lot of people, unfortunately, unsuspected victims, if it comes to that.
Since you mentioned something about education, educating the community, and so that they could know what protocols to follow, I would like to know, is there a community policing forum here around in Fulani? Because I believe it's one of the ways to educate people. For instance, I know one of the functions of the CPF is to promote the relationship between the police and the community members.
Yes, there is a community police forum. The unfortunate part, not active as we want as a community and as a police itself. Reason being, a lot of these people that indicated in the beginning that they are part of the community police forum, they dropped out because of certain reasons, especially in our broader Fulani area. They have their own reasons. So what happened is, some of these members that is left over, if I can put it that way, they were then forced to do, I call it simple projects, simple engagement, because some of the guys that do have influence, they are not active as we should have want them to be. So there were not, over the past 2 years that I know of, a lot of engagement with our communities. What actually happened is, our sector commanders, police sector commanders, they engage the community from their side, because there's street committees, and certain times there is neighborhood watches in other areas, not specifically our, call it a black Fulani area, policing area. But like I said, there is a CPF, but not active as we would have liked them to be with our community, educating them, listen to their issues, and then what solutions they are thereof.
When victims drop charges, do you often do like follow-ups, wanting to know what are the reasons behind them dropping the cases, or you just let them drop cases? Because sometimes it happens that a victim drop charges because of being threatened. So do you do follow-ups, or you just drop the case?
What happened is, the cases will, especially when it comes to gender-based violence, rape, any sexual harassment cases, it can be indicated to us at the police station, but it will most of the time be dropped at court by the magistrate, because he wants to, as you've mentioned, want to listen and hear what is the reason. Why do you want to drop these serious cases? Because this is a priority for us as police, as well as the justice system, and that when it comes to gender-based violence, domestic violence, and all those that goes with it. So yes, the magistrate most of the time make these decisions, unfortunately. We as a police can only follow these instructions from the court.
So as a police officer, when victims come, or survivors comes rather, to report cases of gender-based violence or cases of assault, so do you think as policemen, do they think that they are competent enough to deal with these type of cases, to deal with a person coming to report a case of rape or case of assault? Do you think these people, the police officers, are trained well enough to be able to handle these type of cases?
I would say yes. It's only a thing of making time to listen to the victims, the sincerity thereof. Like I said, all these other training projects in what you call it, departments in the police, they are there to assist us. Now, what happened over this past few years, if you can put it that way, it is the continuation thereof. Because a lot of crime have been reported. Now I'm going to speak specifically of Mfuleni police station. Have been reported, and what we have been picked up is that our own members are not professional enough. They don't keep up the professionalism, and this is one of my responsibilities to alert them, to keep them awake, to sensitize them, because the community see us as the last resort, and we need to be sensitive at times. You know, we are the police, we are crime fighters, and at times you need to switch off. After being engaged maybe with a domestic issue outside, gang violence, riots and so forth, now you come inside, now you need to change your behavior, because now you are inside. So that's the kind of challenges that we sit now, especially with our young police constables. They are mostly the guys that is coming from a college, now with this new environment, now with these issues coming from, we are dealing with gender-based violence, how to deal with it in a sensitive way. Because sometimes, at most of the times actually, the victims are adults. Now these young kids, constables, need to listen, and now you need to open up to this kid, if you can put it that way, taking down a statement and so forth. So that is why our managers now currently is busy with projects and ways how to, from our station, accommodate that kind of loophole to assist our communities. It is not going to be an overnight thing, because it is a process, and that is also a concern for us.
About the incompetence of the police, isn't it because most of the time you take people like who have grade 12? Isn't it better if you were taking people from other institutions? Because there are institutions that educate young people about the police work and how it is done, unlike taking people from the community who only have grade 12, and then you must take them again to the academy to educate them again about the same process. Isn't it going to be much better if you rather take those people who already know what to do and then take them to the academy to remind them about the processes?
It is very good to hear that. And I know, because what happened is we take a lot of community inputs when it comes to certain issues of the police, like you just explained. One of our suggestions was age group in terms of your experience also. And like I said, the unfortunate part, we do not have that kind of impact in our national recruiting system. That is our national head office. And I believe some of these suggestions have already arrived at their office, how to improve this. Yes, good suggestions, but the unfortunate part, we cannot from station level make that kind of decision. So they try to give more youngsters the opportunity, and that is why from station level, we now need to implement certain projects and programs to help our youngsters with these loopholes. And that is why there's a lot of educational trainings at certain institutions outside the police that can also help us in that regard.
So this was off camera. You talked about how the Mfuleni police station is a satellite police station. So a lot of people I don't think a lot of people do know that Mfuleni is a satellite police station. So I just want to know, what is the purpose of a satellite police station? Also, what type of cases do you take as a satellite police station?
We take care of all cases, if you can put it that way. Gender-based violence is one of these cases that can be reported at satellite police stations, because it is an extension of the bigger charge office, if you can put it that way. The charge office at our Blue Downs, the satellite is just an extension thereof. The reason for this satellite is we don't want our people to walk all the way if they need to be at the police station for certification, to report a criminal case and so forth. The only thing that is not at a satellite police station is the normal financial office, firearm application, HR, in our station commander's office and so forth. So it's just an extension, just a few members, just to help the community, not to, like I said, go to the police station that is far situated to help them. To also assist them is our local police vehicles. They are also an extension to the charge office. People don't have to come to the satellite or the bigger stations, but they can phone in. And like I said, all criminal cases will be dealt with. That includes gender-based violence by these police officers. And then, like I said, it all depends on the cases. If they are not able to assist, then they will refer to the, I call it the bigger police station, where the senior police officers are working from.
So, as the community, if we feel that police are really not doing enough, if police are not really serving us well, so what is the bigger channel that we can report police if they feel that like they're not really doing the job, are really not serving us well as the people? So, like, which channel can we go and report police if they're not really doing the job?
All depends on the type of cases that have been committed and you are not satisfied with the result. For example, there's a police ombudsman in Cape Town. So from station level, when it comes to the satellite, the satellite, if you are not satisfied with, let's say, the service, for example, at the satellite, then you can go to the station commander, make an appointment, talk to him. When it comes to the investigation of a certain case, after you have spoken to the investigating officer, there's also we call it a group commander of that specific investigator. Then we have the branch commander when it comes to the detectives. If you are still not satisfied, the station commander. Not satisfied, we call it the cluster commander, the general. Here in the Blue Downs, it is General Beaton. Not satisfied, then you go to our head office in Sea Point, which is our, we call it the Provincial Commissioner's Office. There is different departments for different complaints. Then they will deal with it. When it comes to it, and you are still not satisfied, that is where the ombudsman, that is where IPIT, who investigate police shootings or other assaults. Like I said, there's different other external role plays that you can complain also. Even our the police watchdog, we call it the police watchdog in Parliament. There's a lot of people you can make use of to assist you in your, all depends on your complaint. And like I said, National Police Office is also there before we go to Parliament with your complaint. All depends on the type of complaint.
Thank you for coming here and having a conversation with us and answering all the questions that we had for you. Thank you.